Hello everyone, it's Vicky here today designing for Hip Kit Club and we're having a Sketch-A-Thon. So you can see the details there. You start on the Hip Kit Club YouTube channel and you will have come to me from the person before me, who I don't know who that is at time of recording, but yeah, that's where you'll have come from. And there's my sketch for this challenge. You have to, for the challenge you have to do a layout using that sketch and upload into the folder by the 9th of May, and then you'll be in with a chance to win a prize. So I'm looking at this sketch, can't even speak today, and I want to put a banner across the centre like you can see on that sketch. And I cut that banner that you saw out of a piece of paper earlier because I was just trying to figure out exactly how it was going to go. So I made one out of a scrap piece of paper and then I used it as a template. So I just freehand drew that, and now I'm just going to bend it up like that so that it looks like a folded banner, a rolled banner. And that's going to go across my page. And that was from Heidi Swap paper, I cut that. And now I'm trying to decide what to do as my base. I really like that black and white design there, but the problem is I think it's just a bit too much for the background, so I decided to use some of it as a mat, a photo mat. Well, not a photo mat, but a layout mat, and then I have some on the page, but not too much. And so I just cut that down a bit more, and then I have that, and that works for the papers that you see on the sketch behind the photo. So I'm going to put another piece of paper in, some more of this Heidi Swap paper. It's really gorgeous watercolour paper and I love it. So that's going to go in on the page as well. Okay, so then my two photos across the centre, and these photos are of my niece blowing bubbles. And I thought they looked quite sweet on here with this collection. It means I can use little whimsical creatures and they all go really well together. Okay, so I'm just going to take some of these chipboard pieces. I like that little square sort of Polaroid with the roses on. I like that above the photo there. And I'm going to use a few more of these pieces. I think about using this as my title. I really like it, You Shine, but I couldn't quite make it work how I wanted it to, really. So I don't end up using that, but I do put my title there, and I will use that again because I really like it. So I'm just going to take some chipboard pieces. I'm peeling the back off, as you can see, just purely so that I can place them down and move them around my layout without having to stick them to the page straight away. So here we go, I've got my whimsical creatures now. I have a fox there, and I'm going to use a butterfly. I actually use a different butterfly to that, and I'm also going to use the rabbit in a bit, I believe. So here I'm going to take a couple of stickers. I'm just going to stick them to some thin white cardstock and cut them out so that again I can use them as die cuts. So I just skipped through this piece. I cut out the lovely word, and then I also cut out two flowers. But as I said, I'll skip through so that you don't have to watch that. There's a pink flower and a mint green flower. And I love this collection, this Maggie Holmes collection. It's just super cute. Okay, so I'm thinking about sticking things down now. What you might not quite be able to see is I actually stitched around the edge of that banner in black thread, and I did that because I've got the black on the paper here that I'm just wrinkling the edges of, and also black in the lovely title, and there's black on the chipboard pieces as well. So I just wanted to bring some of that black into the banner, and I think that worked out really well. So I'm just going to put some foam on the back and raise that up in the middle. I don't actually stick the two side pieces down because I want those to flick up a little bit, but once I stick other pieces on top, of course they stay down anyway. So I'm going to stick that in on the page there for my photos to sit on top of when they go on. I'm just going to rearrange the page, ready to stick all the other bits and pieces down. sticking that piece. You don't see where it says roses, but you see the top, and I quite like just seeing that piece of colour at the top. I just chopped a little bit off of that chipboard piece because I want it to slightly tuck under the banner, and because I used the foam, it wasn't going under there as I wanted it. So that's just an easy thing to do, just chip a little bit of the edge off if you're not going to see it. There's the rabbit in place. I have rabbits and foxes in my garden where I live, so I really like the little creatures, but I can't get good photos of them because you just can't get close to them. Because I live in the countryside, these animals are very shy. They're not like urban foxes that will come up to you. They're really shy foxes, and so I can't get a proper photo of them, which is a shame. Okay, so I'm going to stick those down. I put some tissue paper on the back of the photos just for a bit of separation from the background. I didn't feel they needed anything else because there's plenty of things going on around them. So I'm going to stick those down. They're also going up onto the banner and the chipboard pieces, so they didn't need any foam behind them either. I'm going to stick down my woodland creatures, and then I'm going to put the lovely that I cut out at the top there. And then this little tag says be happy, little puffy sticker. It says be happy. And this one says wonderful you, which I'm going to put at the top. A bit more of the black coming in. And then this is going to be my main title, this gold puffy that says sunshine. And I really like that. It's a really nice gold. Don't forget the E. I don't know what a sunshine would be. So I'm going to put lovely at the top there, and again I'm going to put it onto a piece of foam just to pop it off the page a little, and it's going to sort of tuck under and over the photo for a bit of layering. There we go, just like that. Okay, what do I do next? We're getting close. It's quite a simple layout, but I love this sketch. It came out really well. Morag helped with the sketch, so thank you, Morag. So now I've chosen this bug instead. It's actually a bee, I think, rather than a butterfly, but I decided to put that one on there. And I'm going to add a couple of those chipboard hearts as well, each side, onto the banner. Okay, nearly there. So what am I going to do next? I think, the washi tape that we have in the kit, which I guess is also Maggie Holmes, although I could be wrong on that. I'm just going to tuck a little piece at the top and a little piece at the bottom just to add that little extra little pop of colour there at the top and bottom around the black and white. And off camera I add some little dots as well. They're not enamel dots, they're sort of sparkly dots. You can see there at the top and next to the bee. So there's some close-ups as well for you to have a look at. I hope you enjoyed this process. I can't wait to see what you do with this sketch. I think it's a really good one. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Vicky for Hip Kit Club. Happy scrapping. Bye-bye.